I've been collecting retro video games for well over 5 years now, and in that time, I've built up a pretty decent collection of well over 2,000 games. But now, because of a change in job, I'm in a whole different city for half the week, and it's a chance to do the whole thing over again, starting with just $25 and building our way to a killer retro video game collection. Welcome to Gameroom 2. This is episode 5. Let's start things off the same way we do every week with a recap of where we left things off last week. Last week was all about game room display. We picked up 2 killer helmets and a couple of games too, lots of stuff for resale, and a pretty decent amount left in the bank at $46.85 Canadian. We're ready to start a pretty awesome week this week, but first, a couple of sales. Woo! Let's talk a little bit about that game return way back on episode 2, where we had a Guitar Hero Live bundle that was returned on our eBay store, holding us up by almost $100. Guess what? Time elapsed. It has been way too long since you've returned this one, and $96.39, just like that, right back into the game fund. A killer start for episode 5. We also had a couple of sales this past week, and the first was finally 2 of those Wii wheels went. We picked them up for $4 a piece, and they sold for $15 for the pair on Facebook Marketplace. The other sale this week was a $4 copy of Super Mario Galaxy that we picked up. That flipped for $15 on Facebook Marketplace. Not too bad of a start leading into episode 5, leaving the game room total at this before we start our week. And this week we're doing things a little differently. We've been focusing on a lot of random stuff, but today it's all about video games and thrift stores. The goal this week is to hit as many thrift stores as possible, looking for just video games and video game related things, just to kind of see how much we can actually find of that sort of thing at thrift stores if we go to as many as possible in 1 week. I want to see if it's even possible anymore to find decent retro video games at thrift stores, or at the very least something that we can flip for a little cash so we can add a few more cool games to this collection. Thrift store number 1 is a pretty rural little store. It's a Guy's Frenchies. These specifically usually deal in things like clothing, but they do have a couple of bins of like random junk toys, so it's been a while since I found video games here. Dude, look at this. Oh. Yeah, these Guitar Hero games, I mean, maybe. The cases sort of look like they've been run over by a car. They're at least they're in there. Oh, more too. Look. There's coming. What the heck?
What a weird thing.
That's so weird, dude. What the heck is going on right now? What is this? Marvel Ultimate Alliance pre-owned? Yeah, exactly. I won't lie, most of these cases are pretty disgusting, but the discs are in good shape and most of them are complete. And at $4 a game, we're absolutely going to be picking these ones up for resale. Now, I know I said specifically video game related stuff. This is not deviating from those rules. But then I'm digging along and we find this. League of Legends 2014 World Championships League of Legends shirt. Shouldn't do too badly on eBay, and it might be a little bit of a slow seller, but it's absolutely worth a pickup for Game Room 2.
It's gonna be $21.85.
Perfect.
Did you want your receipt?
No, that's okay. Thrift shop number 2, and this one's a good one. It's a smaller local charity shop, and thrift store number 3 is a Salvation Army, an old favorite, and we've done pretty well there in the past, but focusing specifically on video games makes this a little bit tougher. They've had the same sort of stuff in the jewel case for a long time now, and it's priced way too high to sell, but I do see something that's pretty interesting and new tucked up on the top shelf. Put that I hesitate to call it a Wii condom, but that's I guess what it is.
Pretty much.
Cool. I don't know why I couldn't say no to this one. It's a cool display piece, and it's always interesting to me when I find something like this that's still, after all these years, sealed in box. This next item I passed over a couple times, and even dropped of it on the floor before I realized what I was looking at. I was originally gonna pass on these because I see them all over the place. They don't seem to be really worth much, but this wireless set with the dongle might actually be all right for us. For $5, this is probably gonna be a bit of a slow seller, but it's absolutely worth picking up and throwing on eBay. I've already got it tested with batteries and everything seems to be working the way that it should, so we're gonna be adding these ones to the game room. Visa, please.
I have this too, but it has all of the cords.
It's not the wireless one.
They all get, yeah.
I never see just the wireless
Yeah, me
one.
neither.
Yeah. Thrift shop number 4, a Mission Thrift charity shop that I've been to before and we've done all right at in the past. But today, nothing here today except for that same copy of Tiger Woods that I think I've picked up probably the last 4 times that I've been in here. New day, new thrift store. Valley Village, we've done well here before. And today is no exception. The cable wall that keeps on giving continues to give to Game Room 2. And we still haven't sold that original DS charger that we picked up last episode, but this 3DS charger should do pretty well, but it's absolutely worth a pickup for Game Room 2. We're gonna cheat just a little bit. I know I said only video game stuff. This is a steel book of Disney's Up, and it is complete in really, really nice shape. I feel like this one should be a pretty quick flip on eBay, and at $4, we have to take any opportunity we can to put cash in this game fund. This is kind of interesting. $8.99 for a Wii Dance Pad. They had the game back there. Could be an interesting little pickup. I've never had one of these not work, and to be able to buy the game with it also. Thrift store number 6. Nothing. Now that's interesting. I checked every last corner. This is what I came up with.
Was there a price on it?
No. Was there meant to be a price on it?
Should have been. Merry Christmas.
Oh, thank you so much. I don't think that counts as rule breaking if she gave it to me for free. Put it down in the comments that I break the rules if I didn't pay for it. We're officially late to meet my brother-in-law, but something good happens to you today. Yo, what's going on?
Same old, same old.
I hit Mission Thrift and like rushed over to meet you, and I found an Apple TV remote control, and when I asked her how much she wanted for it, she gave it to me for free.
What? Hey, bonus. I've reached the point where I've got Value Village coupons in my center console.
Salvation Army. This time with company. I'm not supposed to be reselling anything except for video games today, so this one's all yours. Sealed. I think it's about 20 bucks on eBay.
Oh, what's that sound?
Yeah.
Okay. No, I got this, so.
Oh, that's a win. How's the disc look?
Didn't go that far.
You have to go that far. Ugh, that looks awful. Oh, there's Rio on the DS though. I'm paying $5 for Rio on the DS. I really didn't want to leave this thrift store empty-handed, so we did pick up a complete in-box copy of Need for Speed Carbon on the Nintendo Wii. It's in all right shape,
Alright, we got $5 for
5.
Oh, Need for Speed. Very nice.
Sweet. But I really want to pick this sort of thing up for Gameroom 2 because if you're out hunting in 2024, you're going to find a lot of stuff like this. These aren't really that bad of games and a pretty cheap way at $5 to add an interesting title to your Wii collection. Okay, bye.
See you later.
Bye, see ya. Okay, bye.
See ya, bye.
Okay, bye. They are still open, actually. For what we're gonna find, but unique boutique. Unfortunately, not a lot there for us. We are en route to what will be the 10th thrift.
Dude, look at this.
Oh,
It's gonna be 21.80.
yeah. I just need to find just a couple more games. Just
It's gonna be 21.85.
that's interesting. Just more video games. Just we're gonna cheat. Just one more thrift store.
It's gonna be 21.80.
We're gonna cheat. Just one more.
It's gonna be 21.80.
Just one more thrift store. Just oh,
It's gonna be 21.80.
thrift store number 10. This place is an absolute labyrinth of clothing, but finally, games. 3 kind of interesting ones, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm loving that we're picking up some weird games on the Wii. First up is Link's Crossbow Training, a pretty interesting title on the Nintendo Wii and a pretty good little light gun shooter that's in the Zelda universe. If you don't have it in your collection, it's absolutely worth picking up. Next up is Spy Games Elevator Mission, one that I don't have in the OG Gamer, which is why we picked it up today. It looks like it could be a pretty interesting little arcade shooter, or at least that's what it looks like it could be on the back of the box. And oh boy, me and Exhibit are gonna have a good time because it's time to pimp I can't say that. Because Pimp My Ride on the Nintendo Wii is coming to Gameroom 2 at $4 and a complete in-box copy in really nice shape. Yeah, we're gonna add some cool, fun titles to the Nintendo Wii collection because why not? I'm just on my way out with these games and I noticed something that I had seen I'll see if I can put the footage in here where I found a copy of this at Value Village and it wasn't in the case. I feel like I need to own this now that it's crossed my paths twice. Let me know if I'm wasting my money and if this is any good, but for $2, I'm willing to give it a try. Okay, we're gonna get a bit weird with this one, but there is a cordless wheel mouse. They want $10 for it. Still video game related technically, although PC gaming is a Microsoft cordless wheel mouse. Kind of an interesting pickup. They seem to be doing all right on eBay, so might be a little bit of a slow seller, but we're gonna check this out. It's a new day, and I'm not done thrifting. Thank you. Football is in video games, and the Patriots are a football team, so it's video game related. I mean, look how much it goes for on eBay. I had to get it. And since we're already breaking rules, I bought this Thrasher t-shirt too. They usually sell pretty quickly, and it was only like $5. Is the little plant guy for sale?
Yeah.
How much is it?
$1.75.
All right.
So it's 15.
Awesome. It was kind of cute, so I bought it. I don't know. That's everything for the first 11 thrift stores. And this is kind of a weird week. It's midweek and we're back at the OG game room, so we have to finish out this video from here. My buddy Tom is back with us for another couple stops. Tom, guess what?
What?
In this video, I've already hit 11 thrift stores and we're gonna hit more.
11. Hell yeah. Let's go.
But before we get going, Tom's got a little bit of a proposition for us.
I have a surprise for you. I was gifted this bag of Nintendo DS games.
What
okay?
is that?
You gotta read the games too. They're really good.
Nintendogs, My Baby, Per Pals. Oh, Imagine Babysitters, a favorite. Hannah Montana. Hang on. Dogs. Oh, there's a couple R4s in there. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. All right. In some
So here's
cases.
the deal.
Okay.
I'm willing to gamble with these because they weren't any value to me. So rock, paper, scissors, you have it. If not, you gotta buy me something in the next thrift store.
A dollar amount or anything I want, I can buy you.
Let's say, what is there, 10 things? $10. $1 a piece.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay.
All right. Ready?
Ready?
Is this best of 3 or one shot?
One shot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Ah, it's yours, it's yours.
That's amazing. All right, we got new games for Gameroom 2. Thank you, Tom.
No problem.
Thrift store number 12 is the Salvation Army. We're gonna hit this one fast. First up, I find a pair of vintage Sony headphones. These ones seem to be doing pretty well on eBay, so we're picking them up to see if we can make a quick flip on those. Ooh, that's a great pickup. What's that worth? And it says tested? That's very rare. What are the chances that we're gonna get a free Apple TV remote in the same episode as we find an Apple TV setup for $6? Last stop of the video, and it's a Value Village. I don't think I've ever seen more overpriced items at a Value Village ever. Copy of Wii Sports, $19.99. Copy of Wii Sports, $6.99. $17. Good Lord, Value Village. Another Wii dance pad, but this time, yeah, no thanks. This Mad Catz PS2 controller, $19.99. Joy-Con Switch grips, $19. Another one, $19.99. $19.99. Is it wireless? What even is this? Mega Racer, $19.99. Another off-brand PS2 controller, way overpriced. Off-brand N64 controller, Mad Catz, $24.99. This video is really setting out to prove that you could still find video games at thrift stores. This Value Village is showing us that, yeah, you can, but you're gonna pay way more than the stuff's actually worth. I did manage to find one interesting thing. This is a official Sony AC adapter for the PlayStation 1, and it was priced pretty well, so we're gonna grab that up and see if we can't flip it. And you know what? Value Village can't overprice everything. At the end of the day, what it comes down to is you need to know more about flipping items than the people who are pricing the stuff there at the store. If they're gonna outprice me on all the video game stuff, I'm just gonna have to buy what I know. And this wireless pet fence does pretty well on eBay, and yeah, they only priced it at $8.99, so I'm gonna grab it up for a quick flip. At least we can take the profits off something like this and turn it into retro games later on. And that's it, 13 thrift stores in one video. Hope you hung around till the end and enjoyed every second of it. I appreciate all the likes, comments, and subscribes. All that stuff goes a long way into helping my channel grow. I appreciate it, and I'll catch you on the next one. You stuck around to the end for some bonus footage. Lucky you. First up, if you know what the name of that game was that I'm running in the background on the Super Nintendo, let me know down in the comments. I'd love to know how many of you know what game that is. This week's for bonus footage, I'm going to show you what I've been playing behind the scenes. First up, my very first playthrough ever of any Final Fantasy game. I'm playing FF1 on the PlayStation 1, actually running this on my PlayStation 2 and really enjoying it. I'm really enjoying the soundtrack. There's probably far too many enemy encounters that are random for me to enjoy it, but I really like trying to unlock new items and gear for my team. This has been a lot of fun, actually. I'm really enjoying that as my first experience. Co-op games. With my wife, right now I'm playing Cuphead. We're over 50% of the way through this one. She's actually the one who's more often asking to dive back into it. Even if we play for like an hour session and don't beat any of the bosses, we're really enjoying that one, determined to beat it. And last night, we finally started playing Stardew Valley, split screen co-op. I've always loved the soundtrack for this game. I've used it in some of my videos before. I'm stoked to finally be giving this one a chance, and after only about an hour and a half of playing, we're really enjoying it. I'm hoping to see this one through at least for a little while longer. Anyway, thanks so much for sticking around for some bonus footage. I appreciate all the watches and all that good stuff. And yeah, I will catch you absolutely next week for another episode of Game Room 2.